Morning everyone, welcome to another Compliance Over Coffee. A beautiful blue-skied sunny morning here in the northwest today, yes. But apparently it's going to get cloudy for the weekend when I was planning on doing some gardening. Hey ho, such is life. This morning I wanted to talk to you about managing expectations. And what does that mean? I have conversations with a lot of investors for our sourcing business because we still actively source. And we're working with a live client at the moment. But we are having to manage expectations on what they can achieve versus what they want to achieve. So you get a lot of investors coming to you saying, I want a deal where I can pull all of my cash out. Well, they might be around once in a blue moon, but in the main, they're not around an awful lot. Good morning, everyone. I can see feeds popping up. I don't have my contact lenses in today, so even from this distance, I can't even read your names, so I apologise. But good morning to everyone who's wishing me a good morning. I know that there's a few of you on it. So how do you go about managing expectations? We do it right from the very beginning, right from the first contact call. We're very open and honest about what we do, what we are prepared to do, how we work, and what we can achieve. Now, our sourcing company is obviously a member of NAPSA, the New National Association. So if I get investors coming to me wanting us to source for them in the southeast or the southwest or Birmingham or Leeds or Liverpool or wherever, I can say, either, if we're incredibly busy, which we are at the minute, I can put you in touch with someone who's also fully compliant that will do that. Or going forward, and this will be an opportunity for all members of NAPSA to be able to co-source with each other, knowing that each other is absolutely fully legal and compliant to do so, and increase the amount of work that's being done. But let's go back to what we were talking about. Managing expectation. Our current investor had indicated a want of a 7% yield as minimum. Now, that is difficult at the moment in the areas that we look at in the rental sector and the strategy that this person wants. I know that you might be able to get HMOs in the northeast and all of that sort of thing, but where this person is, it needs to be within a sort of 30-minute drive of them. So at this point, after doing a lot of research, working with the agents that we know, etc., knowing our patch, knowing what properties sell for, we have alerts set up, for argument's sake, for 8 different areas across Preston. We have management agents waiting, we have agents looking for us, but because this person doesn't want to do any refurb work, wants it good to go, you're having to pay the higher price, which therefore drops the yield down. I hope this is making a lot of sense, guys. So we are having to manage that expectation as to what can be achieved at the minute. So I've put a report together yesterday and sent it over about our research so far, what the property prices are so far, why we're struggling at the moment to find something that fits the bill, and what the options are for this investor to go forward, either sit and wait for something to come to the market that meets the criteria, change the mind about wanting to do some refurb work, or reduce the yield or change the area. It is a buy-to-let strategy. It is not HMOs or service accommodation or anything else, because this investor doesn't want that. So it's a standard family buy-to-let strategy. So what I'm saying to you is, when you're onboarding your investors, don't waste your time when someone comes to you with something that you think is unrealistic or you're going to struggle getting, because you're wasting your time and you're wasting theirs. Now, 7% on our patch was doable, but prices have gone up, and linked in with the fact that no refurb work wants to be done to add the value, and it's a standard buy-to-let, not a minimo that we've searched for before on some of these areas to increase cash flow. It's proving to be a little bit more difficult in this market. So it's really, really key for you not to waste your time, because your time is valuable and costs. And this is the mistake that a lot of sourcing agents make. They will run around like headless chickens trying to find something to match a criteria that may not work, and waste a lot of time doing it. So what I'm saying is, for managing expectations of your buyer and also of a seller, if you're going to work with a seller, know your patch, know what things sell for, know what the strategies are, know what rental income is, know what the average yields are for each of the strategies, and make sure that your investor is realistic about what can be achieved and not looking for something that is as rare as, shall we say, rocking horse poo, which is something that I used to be told when I was a lot smaller. We've had investors come into us looking for properties in central Liverpool that are currently 3-bedroom, can be converted to 5-bedroom HMOs and cash flow £18,000 per week for like 75,000. And, you know, the comment is, well, when you find one, pal, you know, let us know, because that's just unrealistic. But there can be borderline issues where a slight change in market, as we had in the last year, can make what was once achievable a struggle. So make your investors aware that you are live, you are understanding of the market, you're aware of the slight changes to the market, and create a report indicating why that is going to be a struggle. Don't give away exact locations and streets. We don't do that. We have our areas located that would fit the strategy, that would potentially fit the yield or the return on cash or whatever it is that you're looking for. But be honest with them, save yourselves time and effort, and manage the expectations. It's really, really key at the beginning of the relationship to manage expectations as to what can be achieved, because quite often some of them will have come off courses. Our investor hasn't, they haven't been on any courses, but they can come off courses and think that it's, you know, they can do no money down in the central Liverpool for a HMO, blah blah blah. I know that people talk about this, and you may be able to find an occasional one in a lifetime, but generally speaking, for building up a portfolio, you know, there are restrictions as to what can be achieved in certain areas. So that's Compliance Over Coffee this morning. If you've got any questions about anything, please get in touch in the group, put a post in the group, ask a question. People do that and we do respond. This evening I am running a free webinar called Future-Proof Your Sourcing Business. I'm brain dead at this time in the morning, guys. I really am. Coffee's not working fast enough. Future-Proof Your Sourcing Business. And this evening's conversation is around your contract for securing investors and the importance of it and what should be in, and having chats around that. There will be Q&A at the end of it. After I've finished the recording here, Tony will put you a link up to reserve a place. We are not far off the 100, which is the maximum that we can take. There might be about 15 places left. So if you haven't reserved a free place and can attend this evening, 7 p.m. till 8 p.m. on Zoom, there will be no recording available of it, so you can't do it on catch-up. It's live. That's it. Tony will put the link in, and we look forward to seeing you there this evening at 7 o'clock. In the meantime, have a fantastic weekend. I hope the sun shines where you are, and if you're going to do some gardening, you're not going to get wet like I might. And I will see you again next Thursday for another Compliance Over Coffee, usual time, 8:30 in the morning. Bye for now.